What's up, YouTube? You know who it is. It's Atlas. I just want to apologize for the scheduling of these videos. I trying to get myself on track. I'm exhausted. I do apologize. I work crazy hours, and the minute I leave work, I'm going to work on something else. Unfortunately, I can't afford to live off of YouTube because I don't get a check from YouTube. So it would be nice, but yeah, I'm not there yet. So I gotta good old fashioned work my fingers to the bone. But I'll try to do what I can to get my act together. So, but just so you know, spoilers. If you're still here in 3 seconds, you want to talk. If not, catch the episode, come on back. And we're a go. Alright, so check it out. Just really quick, I just figured I'd throw a little piece of lore out there for the White Walkers, to those who are a little confused about where they came from. In the series, they show you that the Night King was created when one of the children of the forest plunged dragon glass dagger into his chest. Yes, that is how they made the Night King. But that is not how the White Walkers were made. Now, maybe those White Walkers are a alternate version from the originals, but there are a race of creatures that resemble the White Walkers to the T, called the Others, and they rode ice spiders, and they were from a land called Allwinter. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it was called Allwinter. And yeah, I mean, the origin on them is very vague. It doesn't say if they were created by some force or if, they sprouted like the other races being the giants and the children of the forest naturally. So that I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm gonna have to look into it. But yeah, so that's a little bit about the White Walkers. The alternate origin of where the others came from. I'm assuming maybe the White Walkers, I guess the children of the forest may have found a way to create them themselves. That could be what it is, but again, I'm not 100%. I would really have to dig on that, and so far I haven't found anything, but I'll keep looking. All right, so check it out. Let's get in to what everyone's thinking about. The battle scene with Drogon, aka the Black Dread. Alright, so check it out. That scene, of course, was the shit. One thing to keep in mind, as you're watching that scene and you're thinking to yourself, wow, this right here is badassery. Okay? Keep in mind, there's still 2 other dragons. And they're just about or close as being as big as Drogon is. 2 other dragons. I mean, come on. Imagine if she would have had all 3 dragons. I don't know how she got the other 2 away from Drogon, because Drogon is like their leader. But clearly, he said stay, and they stayed. Said, yo, I got this. Me and Mom Dukes, we gonna ride off, light some shit up, we'll be back. The scene where he gets hit with the bolt, the what is it called? The spider arrow, or something like that. You're gonna have to excuse me for screwing some of these things up. I'm not here, but I'm here. But yeah, I was like, not gonna lie, I was on the edge of my seat, had a sick feeling in my stomach, because I'm thinking, okay, they could possibly kill Drogon right here. Now, that would have been kind of drastic even for Martin, because you gotta figure these dragons have a major battle left to fight. And my theory is that, yes, it will be a crazy battle, but I don't think the dragons are gonna survive it. And if they do, I'll be happy. But I I don't think they're all gonna survive it. So I didn't think any of them were gonna die yet, but that dude is unpredictable. So and I haven't read the books, like I said, so I don't know. So I was on the edge of my seat. And I'm thinking it's either gonna hit Drogon and kill Drogon, or it's gonna miss Drogon and mortally wound Danny. So I was nervous as all hell. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous. I was on the edge of my seat. Literally, I'm sitting on my couch and I'm leaning forward and I'm saying to myself, oh, watch out. But yeah, so hit him in the shoulder. Bam! He went to drop, opened his wings up and said, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's light some shit up. And he lit some shit up. Now, Jaime Lannister. What were you thinking? Bruh, come on. That's a fucking dragon. I get it. You had a clear shot to take her out. But you know what? That's why you get a bow. You get a bow and you get an arrow. You don't charge someone with a full-grown dragon sitting right on their flank. Come on. What are you, nuts? That dude was asking excuse me. That dude was asking to be barbecued. But good old Bronn saves the day. I love Bronn. And there's a good chance Bronn is either dead or he's severely burnt. I don't know, man. I saw the corpses of the guys who were hit by Drogon's fire, and it literally turns to ash. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. If he got burnt, I mean, he must have just got licked by the flames. But even that, it's gonna tear him up. So we'll see what happens. Really excited to see what happens in the next episode when Daenerys confronts Jon with Drogon. Now, my theory, not for that episode, but in general, is that each Targaryen dragon rider has a specific dragon. What if Drogon is Jon Snow's dragon? And we don't know that yet because he's never been exposed to Jon Snow. I mean, with Martin, you really got to pay attention. You got Jon Snow, who is prideful but brooding, dark, but he's got this dark personality, but he's one of the most good-hearted people, right? And he goes to the wall to take the black. You know what I'm saying? To take the black and become Lord Commander. He becomes Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and he leads the crows, the Black Crows. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds stupid, but I try to look at little things like that because Martin does stuff like that. And again, I haven't read the books, so I don't know what's gonna happen in terms of the book. So I'm seeing this for the first time. But Drogon is AKA the Black Dread. That's what they're calling him now, like Balerion. Now it's Drogon the Black Dread. So it would be fascinating to see if Dany confronts him with Drogon and Drogon shimmies her off his back, curls around Jon, and kind of just growls at her. Like, now who's going to bend the knee? You know what I'm saying? Now who's going to bend the knee, Your Grace? And love the scene when they're in the cave. I mean, the sexual tension was so thick. It was so thick. You could have cut it with a spoon. Holy shit. I mean, kiss each other already. Like, and the fact that she went to him for advice, like, he advised her on that was a major moment. And you have to understand that Daenerys ain't the type to just trust anyone. So the fact that she went to Jon when she's got the closest people to her that have helped her this whole time right there, she went to this guy. Like, that right there, I don't know, man. I feel like like that's something to watch, because that could either be that he found a way to get her to trust him, or that could be the start of some type of love interest. I mean, if you feel like you're falling in love with somebody, you're gonna want to trust them. You're gonna want their advice. You know what I mean? Because you don't feel like they're gonna steer you wrong, especially if you feel like they feel the same way for you. So I don't know. I would watch that, man, because you know, she could be asking him to sit on the Iron Throne with her. So who knows? But it'd be a sight to see. Now, the other thing I'm looking forward to is for, of course, is for Jon Snow to talk to Bran, because I don't know. Jon Snow is not really the exciteful type, so I feel like Bran telling him that he is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen could put him in a state of denial. Like, no, you come in here. I haven't seen you in years. You come in here. You look like you're nuts. I haven't seen you in years, and like they were so close. He hasn't seen him in years, and I'm pretty sure Bran's gonna have that same attitude that he has with everyone else, And John's, you're talking about a guy who came back from death. You know what I mean? He's gonna be looking at him like, you come in here, you have no emotion. Are you even Bran? And now you're telling me my father is a Targaryen, like that Ned Stark, the man that I've looked up to my whole life, is not my father. You're out of your mind. I feel like there's gonna be some denial in there, so watch for that. Arya Stark, come on. I think next to the battle scene with Drogon, I think her fight with Brienne Tarth was amazing. Wow. And here's the other thing too, is that girl is becoming more dangerous than anyone knows. And here's why. Because pay attention to the look of enjoyment on her face as she's fighting against someone 5 times her size, so much stronger than she is. You know what I mean? Like, Brienne kicked her to the ground, and like she just got so like, holy crap, she was so into it, man. And how badass is she with that cat's paw dagger? Like, holy shit. So I think that was a awesome moment, and I love the realization on Sansa and Littlefinger's face, like, oh shit. So that's amazing. Also, speaking of cat's paw dagger, when Bran gives it to her, my read on that is clearly he knows what she's doing. He knows where she's been. He knows about the list. Duh. And I feel like him handing her the dagger was his way of saying, do what needs to be done. Like, that is your destiny. That is your purpose. That is what I foresee. Like, you are going to do what you said you were going to do. So everyone has a role to play. And I think that's pretty amazing. So I can't wait to see how her role plays out, because if there was something that she needed to be careful of, I'm pretty sure Bran would have found a way to tell her, but without telling her. Now, clearly not because of the love for his sister, because of how he is now. It's just destiny. He follows destiny as the three-eyed raven. He gives the truth. So, I hope she doesn't die, but I do hope she finishes her list. So, that was a great scene. Her fight scene with Brienne, amazing. So yeah, oh man, it was such a great episode. I'm gonna have to watch it again, because I know I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff, and I do apologize. But like I said, I am so exhausted. It's been work, and I've butchered names in this video. I've probably destroyed information that didn't come out right, and please, I apologize. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I don't mind. I mean, if you're gonna roast me, it's whatever. But let me know what your favorite scene was. Of course, it's okay if you say the battle scene with Drogon. But yeah, keep me posted on how you felt about it. Let me know what your feelings are about Bronn possibly being dead. We all know Jaime's not gonna die. In my theory video, I theorized that he would be the one to kill his sister. So, let me know what you think about that. And yeah, I mean that's all I got for you for now. So I'll be back next week after episode 5. And yeah, man, just hit the like button, leave a comment, try to subscribe. It's so easy. You just subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Subscribe. Super easy. All right. So it's Atlas here on the Atlas Effect. Drop me a message and let me know what's up. You guys have a good one.